Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Scottish Disney Cars Collector YouTube channel. And today we're going to be taking a look at this guy, President Mater. So it might seem random to be reviewing President Mater. I've just got a bit of fluff in my hand. Hold on. There we go. That's it gone. So it might seem a bit strange to be reviewing President Mater because obviously he came out last year in 2024, but he is back for 2025. And this guy is a variant. Yes. So in case S, I should have brought down that meter actually for this review. It doesn't matter. Right, this is the President meter from last year, but my one from last year. But the president, not the president, not fucking Donald Trump, God no. The regular meter, which is only in case S this year, but also in the 2-pack with Cactus Lightning McQueen. The case had obviously Acer and Jonathan Gearson and Lightning Ramon, right? And I've been wondering how many people actually know about this, but they updated the tone apparatus, the hook. So beforehand we had this, which they already changed back in 2022, which has been this sort of big clump for a while. And I mean, it has, obviously it works perfectly fine. Big old notch, and there you go. Able to tell I've just got GRC McQueen here because I've just reviewed the colour changer before this video. So along comes 2025, and not only on the regular version of Mater, which I should have brought down for this video, but on President Mater they have changed the tow hook again. You can quite clearly see. So basically I'm going to use this as an opportunity to do a President Mater review, get that over and done with. I can't believe it's been nearly 2 years since this guy was revealed as well. That's fucking mad to think about. And we'll do a comparison to this older one. It's my way of basically getting this guy out of the way, more or less. So this guy came out of a 2025 singles case U, case of high impact Cho and Masha Ellis wrench, and has became very sought after, and I didn't find this guy in store at all. I paid probably about £12-13 for a fucking tiny bit of changed plastic on eBay. Yeah, to get this review done, but because I wanted it as well. And to be honest, I don't think this guy will come back this year. Just going off how the rest of the year might go with Racing Rescue and that, I just don't think this guy's going to be re-included. I think he's a one-case wonder, and then that's it. There's no more of him. So just wanted to didn't want to risk potentially not getting him. So yeah, paid more than I probably should have on eBay, because this guy was in clearance in Smiths for £3. So if I found it in stores, I could have got it for that price. But oh well, it doesn't matter. The main thing is I have him. But just very quickly, the packaging, it's obviously the usual Red Riders, Disney Pixar cars, and this nice lovely render of President Mater there. President Mater, multiple translations. There's the diecast, metal, Mattel. So there's the 3+. My finger was just my thumb was just covering it. And again, the back, legal schmunkle garb, and you've got cars on the road. Stock image of President Mater, and also the name, and yeah, obviously UK cards. I know they don't look as exciting as your USA ones. Yeah, it's very boring on the back of these packages. But yeah, rarely get the opportunity to unbox cars here on the channel, so again, I just thought I'd keep this guy in packaging. I wasn't in any rush to open him, so here we go. And here he is, President Mater, and yeah, they definitely have really updated that. Again, just a bit more pointy and pronounced, and much more accurate. I mean, that is how it should look, obviously, with that just sort of slight inward curve, and not this big lump. Anyway, we'll compare him to him in a minute, because I'm actually going to review the diecast, because obviously I've not on the channel yet, and I want to use this opportunity to do so. So here he is, President Mater. Obviously he's from the Episode B movie, and obviously in that, well, McQueen's not a very good actor, but Mater's got the natural comedy, and basically works his way up to be president in the film, because they keep changing direction so many times. But yeah, Mater would be a much better president than the one the USA currently has. Anyway, but yeah, I loved this diecast when it came out last year, and I still love it now. Just opening another one for this variant, but he is easily one of the best diecasts of 2024, and I think probably one of the best Mater variants they've released in the last few years. He just looks so lovely in that blue, and I know this guy was a really anticipated release ever since he first appeared on the Road, which, God, I think that was on the Road was 3 years ago now. It's mad, but you know, he was really anticipated since he first appeared, and you know, finally came out last year. Not too many cases. He was quite rare, and I get the feeling he's going to be rare again this year. He's not an easy to find diecast, this one, because of, I think, just of how popular he actually was. And my partner loves this diecast. It's one of her absolute favourites. So, getting into the review. So his expression is very nice. Don't think he's really scene specific or accurate, but you know, it's just a really nice, determined, goofy, classic Mater expression. He just looks, he looks really cool. I do not get why on this version of him he has really fucking yellow teeth. Even the older one had yellow teeth. It's so fucking strange to me. Like, I know he's got these big buck teeth, but you know, they're pretty fucking clean. Yeah, why do cars have teeth? Makes you wonder. Anyway, yeah, very yellow teeth. Strange. Anyway, obviously, it's basically just a repaint, obviously, of your usual classic Mater. It's got all the exact same towing apparatus and all your doodads. Yeah, don't know what more else to say. Obviously, he's missing a headlight. There's your engine, which the spray has really just not got into that at all. Put on the flash for this. Yeah, it's just fucking terrible, that. Look how fucking grainy that actually is. Oh, Jesus Christ. That is absolutely awful. I bet it was the same problem in the other one. Yeah. Not as bad, I think, but still. I really do not like that at all. Yeah, the spray just has not been able to get into it. I don't know how they fucking do these now compared to China, but it certainly doesn't work. Yeah, anyway, obviously you've got, I mean, obviously it's all a very nice blue colour. Say, you've got President, what does it say? President of the United States, Mater, hold on, because the decal is so blurry. President of the United States, Mater, seal of the... Oh, President of the United States. President of the United States, Mater, seal of the President. I guess it's basically like it's words that are coming back to make a first and last word, I assume. Anyway, he's got yellow pinstriping, which is very nice. Sort of trim. It's very cool. And his wheels, obviously not multicolored, they're all grey and consistent for him. And obviously missing his headlight as always, and one of his lights up here, can't remember. And the back, no caution tape, but still weigh 113, obviously the Pixar Easter egg. And yeah, here's your tow bed, all nice and blue, and here's your towing apparatus with the updated hook. So I want to compare this guy to the 2023 2024 release, sorry, and see if there's any differences. Again, I'm going to put the flash on for this. So 2024 here, 2025 here. Right, okay, so let's find out. I can see one difference, and as I thought, the teeth are definitely more yellow on the 2025 one. I mean, I still thought they were pretty fucking yellow on this one, but they're way more yellow now, which is very strange. So it's a variant. That's good to know. Oh, found another difference actually. So lighter teeth, darker teeth, or more yellow teeth anyway. Headlight and engine have stayed pretty much the same. The eyes are actually a bit different. So maybe it might just be the way my plastic insert has been put in, but this is more up, this is more down. If you look at the eyes at the bottom here, the eyelids, more thinner here, more thicker here. Ah, he does look quite a bit different then, actually. That. Hold on, just see him side by side. Yeah, he does. Huh. I think I prefer the 2025 one then. I mean, it's the exact same thing, but I think they've just slightly like moved it down. Interesting. The top. There's actually quite a difference here. It doesn't show up as well on camera, but these are a bit more green. These are a bit more grey. That's interesting. Yellow lights on the back. I think they've all pretty much stayed the same. The side. Yellow pinstriping and that badge are pretty much identical. Going off of that. The wheels. I think the 2025 one might be ever so slightly lighter. But again, the camera's struggling to put that up. I think I'm seeing that right. The back. These decals have a bit more of a green hue to them compared to that as well. Just noticed one of my lights is slightly misprinted. And again, there's a bit more green in the grey compared to that, and I think the lights on the back of this one are actually a bit more saturated than the 2025 version. Huh. And then obviously the big main difference is obviously the tow hook, which yeah, you can just see they've basically just remolded and made it look much more accurate. Yeah, it's a completely new sculpt actually, because oh wait, hold on. No, it is, because they've made this part appear more circular. Beforehand it was just kind of straight. Huh. And I imagine the blues aren't any different. No, they look pretty much the exact same. In fact, the 2025 one might be slightly lighter as well. Huh. They actually, so probably because they've released it again in the next year, they've just slightly like changed the paints and all that, but yeah, there are actually quite a few differences. I didn't think there would be. I only thought it'd be the tow hook. Well, there you go. Interesting. When were they made? So the 2024 version. So S49A, so that'll be the 49th week of 2023, so nearly 2 years ago now. U06A, so that'll be the 6th day of 2025, and is all the other stuff has stayed the same. FJH92, FJH92, yeah, that's all. Pretty much stayed the same. Huh, I really wasn't expecting that. Well, that was definitely unexpected, but there are quite a few differences. I have to be honest, I think I prefer the 2025 version, mainly because of the change in the eyes. I just think they look a bit more natural than that. And just the colour differences, apart from his yellow teeth, I actually do kind of prefer, yeah. Huh. And obviously this is so much more better and accurate, this changed. Anyway, I'll show it in action very quickly. But it works just as well as the previous one. Definitely a bit more of like a hook, you know, like in there. Whereas I think with the other one, you know, it's just basically slot it in, slot it out. Like, it doesn't feel like it would. Okay, that's pretty wedged in there. Never mind, actually. But this towing apparatus, definitely a lot better, I think. Definitely gets it much more secured. But yeah, well, there you go. So that was my review of the 2025 variant of President Mayor, I suppose you could call it that, with the updated towing apparatus. Like this guy just as much as the previous one, but I think this is good updates in this one, and I think this is the better variant. So yeah, that was totally unexpected, apart from his yellow teeth though. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye.